Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here from Mr. Topstep with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Basically what happened, we did trade yesterday for a little while and we swung, there were some pretty big swings in about a 4 or 5 handle range, but the bottom line is we gapped up Sunday night. Now the fill on that gap on the ES is 13.15. We traded as low in Globex tonight as 13.17.5. The current trade, it's 8 o'clock in the morning as I'm doing this, is 13.23.5. And right now we're just really chopping around the daily pivot at 13.23.25. So it's really hard to say which way it's going to break, but there's a couple things I'm looking for. If you're a bull, you've got to get back over 29.75. And you basically tried it again last night. You did off Europe Open. You didn't quite make it. So that level up there, 13.29 to 13.30, is pretty tough resistance if you're a bull. If you're a bear, you've got the 200-day exponential moving average down in the 13.12 area that was support 4 times last week. So we've got this range between 13.30 and 13.12. Right now we're trading 13.33, so we are smack in the middle of that range. We're chopping around, so really at this point there's no edge. But that is the sidelines of your playing field, so to speak. So if you see one side or the other break through that band, either the bulls on the upside over 13.30, I think you're looking at 13.38, but I would caution you that this kind of glide up off of 1287 into 1338 on the daily is starting to look like a great big bear flag. If you're a bear, if you crack 1312, you've really got to make it through 1287 or you haven't accomplished anything. All you've done is come down and make a higher low. But in doing so, you may have the opportunity for the bulls to make a lower high, and then we start wedging into next week with the probability that that wedge would spill lower. So right now there's a lot more questions than there are answers. My suggestion is use stops and be hedged. This is our first full day of trading since Friday. In reality, our first real full day of trading since Thursday, because Friday, at least in the afternoon, was pretty dead. So let's take a step back. Let's see who wants to be in charge today. Use stops, be hedged, and see where the day takes us. Let's talk about support and resistance. Current trade, 13.22.75. Let's do the upside. You got daily pivot 13.23.25, then 13.28. A lot of fibs between 13.34 and 13.36.75. It's just a mess up there. So if we get into that level, I would expect some chop. And it would be resistance chop. The 20-day exponential moving average is at 13.36.69, and 20-day pivot and 100-day exponential moving average sitting up at 13.40. On the downside, you've got 3-day pivot 13.19.08. That's held up through the night pretty much. Below that, you've got 13.18.5. 9-day pivot 13.16.17. On a pullback today, that's your first line in the sand. And then the big level, 200-day exponential moving average, comes in today, 13.11.93. So everybody have a fantastic day. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader from Mr. Topstep. Trade 'em well, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow morning with another webcast.